Okay, let's talk a little bit about plant fertilization and care. I'm attempting to do some transplanting with wild onions I took from my sister's house that she said I could have. I said, I might want to spread those, the flower portion, right? And figure this out, how to actually cultivate some of my own because I love wild onions. So I'm gonna be looking that up next, but let's jump into how to fertilize and also take care of your plants. My go-to is neem oil for all of these things, as you can see, and it is not harmful for if you're propagating new plants like I am today, or you are planting vegetables or fruits or anything. You can use them. They're going to brighten up the leaves right away. They're going to also deter pests, and it is a natural element. Okay, now yesterday, and if you've seen my other videos, you know that I've shared with you my adaptogenic coffee recipe. So these are just dried coffee grounds, actually from Puerto Rico, that I used yesterday. This dried out in my kitchen sink, and I had also mixed it with some ashwagandha root. Now what I'm going to do with these new plants, this is not new, excuse me, but the ones that I've newly pruned. I've pruned back a lot of things, I've done some transplants, and I know we're supposed to get a lot of rain this afternoon, so I am actually going to sprinkle some of this in. A lot of times you might see where people say, oh, you need compost or earth matter. People even talk about making a compost tea. I am not an expert with that, but I do know there's a couple of things that really make plants grow. And one of those, I also use a fish food, which, I mean, it smells like pure shit. And most manure and fertilizers and other things do. But you know what? It makes things grow. And so for our earth matter, we're going to be adding these coffee grounds as well as ashwagandha root and reusing them from the coffee that I brewed myself yesterday. And I'm simply going to sprinkle some into the soil. I'm going to move it around with my hands and mix it in. And that's it. It's super simple. Again, we're gonna get a lot of rain. This one is normally in my house. I wanted to get her outside for a little bit. And I'm also gonna put some of the same mixture in here, where I've also added a couple of my crystals. This was from my mother's funeral, and I just spent a lot of time really pruning it well so that we can get a lot of vibrant new growth going before we take it back in for the winter inside and utilize some grow lights. So those are a couple of my go-tos for healthy, vibrant plants and flowers. I mentioned a plant food made from fish. I think it's made from like fish guts and poo-poo. Not really even sure, and it smells gross, but it is amazing. You mix it in when you water. Then of course we talked a little bit of earth matter, and I happen to be using coffee grounds and ashwagandha root, and then neem oil, my go-to.